From the center of the galaxy, this is the ForceCenter podcast show. I'm Ken Napzok. That's Joseph Scrimshaw doing a wonderful toast. And we are happy to be with all of you here today for, I do believe, the fourth episode of Star Wars Show and Tell. Joseph, we're recording this a little earlier in the day. Is that lockdown whiskey or apple juice? What do you got?
It's a little bit of a lockdown whiskey. I think I was gonna make some apple juice joke, but why lie? Star Wars is about truth, and that's whiskey.
Good for you. I mean, look, it's lunchtime whiskey. If you were on a client meeting, that wouldn't be a problem.
No. I mean, come on. I'm not wearing pants. I can have a sip of whiskey. Talk about Star Wars with my friend.
You're doing it right, sir.
I'm sounding defensive, so I think I'm just gonna stop. I think I'm gonna stop now.
No, I attacked you. I attacked you.
No.
The concept of this show is pretty simple. Joseph and I and our guests, or when Jennifer can show up, we have ample choices of Star Wars toys and collectibles and memorabilia pieces around our houses, in our storage sheds, in our garages, in our family's garages. We have a lot. And actually, for me, a friend has a shed with some stuff of mine. And we love taking what we love about our collecting, the Star Wars movies we love, and the shows we love. We love taking them home, and we love sharing them with you. And maybe you have them. Maybe it's something new. Some of the items are personal. Some of them are very valuable. And some of them are just plain wacky. Joseph, how many storage sheds of Star Wars do you have?
We have one storage unit back in Minneapolis, and it's got, I would say, that 10% of that storage, 25%, 15% is Star Wars.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
I remember early on in our friendship and our professional partnership, I think you were back home and you texted me a picture. It kind of like, look, see, it's like, it's simple. It's things I have. And I was like, yes, this guy and I, we're going to do just fine working together.
Yeah.
We like to share, like I said, our stuff, but we also like to little runner up, and then we'll do our kind of main event share here. Joseph, you've got the drink. You look ready and distinguished. Please, what's your runner up item today?
Well, for both runner-up and for main event, I went with a theme of Star Wars things that you can take into your body. So my runner-up is a cookie. It is this Baby Yoda cookie. Oh, look how cute it is. Oh, come on over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, look how adorable. He's obviously in a plastic bag. With those big eyes, with the frosting creating the lovely reflections. He's in his little jumper that makes him look like the IKEA monkey from back in the day.
Reference.
But I think this is yet another thing that you and I might have both got this. This was at a screening of Rise of Skywalker.
Right.
There were different cookie options. I think there was a Leia cookie. And it might have been at the after party. Anyway, doesn't matter. It was at a screening event, and it was, right after, Mandalorian had not been out that long. There wasn't that much the child or Baby Yoda stuff at all. And I was like, I got to have that cookie. And I kind of made jokes with people at the party. Like, I'm going to feel like a real a-hole eating this.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. I can't bring myself to eat this cookie. I could not bring myself to eat it within the normal parameters of when one should eat a cookie.
Yeah.
And now it's just, I think it's going to eventually become absolutely rock solid. And I think it will live on after I'm gone because I'm not eating this child.
It's one of those, I remember the cookies. It's one of those like the hard, like sugar kind of frosting.
Yeah.
On eating it. And I love those cookies. And I used to, my old job, this is why I had health problems and I had to clean up my health act a little bit. Every morning I get a coffee and they would sell SpongeBob cookies like this. And I would get it with glee. But as you're eating it and SpongeBob's eyes are disappearing into your brain, your mouth and your brain, it's not unlike the child eating a frog. So I'm with you. I don't think I could. At that night at the event, I had another cookie and I ate that one because it was less of a challenge for me. I wouldn't have taken a bite out of it.
Yeah. I ate one of the other cookies. I can't remember. My wife got one of Leia, and I was like, I'm not eating. I can't eat Leia's face. I'm not. Nope, not gonna happen. So this is my runner-up, the child. I'm doing the magic hand. Look at that. Oh, and he disappears for now to return very soon.
That is a great choice as a runner-up here. And my runner-up is a piece of art. And on the last episode with Jennifer Landa, having Jennifer on. She'll be back. I shared some great art I picked up from downtown. Disney was there. This is just as great. It is not done, though, by a famous artiste or professional artist yet. This is something that was sent to me. I have a friend named Jared Griffin. He's part of a band named Rillion. For a while, they were on Kenobi Records. Sometimes, like on a Schmodown, you'll see me in a Kenobi Records shirt. That was the old label he was on. Big fan of Star Wars. A lot of songs about Star Wars. He has his young son. And so Jared had sent me a little gift pack with a band T-shirt and stuff. And in it, he just goes, "Hey, my son wanted to draw this for you." So I have this. It hangs in my office. It is Luke Skywalker, and on the top there it says, "To Ken, use the Force here." And I'll do a little annoying, somewhat pretentious camera switch here.
Oh, please. Oh yeah.
See there.
That's amazing.
Myself in the stream, I can edit on the fly. Meant to press that button. Yeah. So what I love about this, other than just love that, you're right. It's like a Funko Pop design. I like that Luke in Farm Boy outfit is going on to fight the Empire, faces destiny, and he's doing it with a sense of joy and wonder, which you and I talked about the Empire.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much that's amazing about that drawing. I mean, where it comes from, and just what a great tribute that a kid wants to draw you some Star Wars. That's great. But yeah, I like that it's kind of if you want to get nerdy about it, it's maybe alternative canon Luke. He's got the Farm Boy outfit, but it's brown and he's already got the lightsaber and he's ready to go. I mean, I look at that and go, is that a different reality where Kenobi trained Luke from a young age and he's got a different perspective?
I like that from Truly Wonderful, the mind of a child in a new storyline. So that is my runner-up. And Jared, if you're watching, thank you so much for that. It's still, I stare at it every day. It hangs. One day I'll probably just frame it. It hangs on my bulletin board right now. So I'll go next here, Joseph, because we got a theme, and I want to close with your maybe food. I don't know, maybe food-related item, because you and I are recording this right before our own personal lunch breaks in life here. So I'm hungry. I actually didn't realize that when I connected these, the Force works in mysterious ways. We got art again last week, last episode of the art. But I love the art of books, the art of Force Awakens, Rogue One, Solo, Last Jedi, Skywalker, all of them. I love them now, and I loved them then, and especially in the mid-90s when they re-released these ones. So
wow!
At the Empire, I'm gonna drop these all on my laptop, and it's going to be a loud noise. Did knock over some ForceCenter stickers. This series, now these were, if you look inside, it says reissued from '79, but these were released. I'll just say that in 1994, and I was graduated from high school, was in college studying screenwriting, film production. Hadn't yet gotten to my radio career, and Joseph, this was that era where rumors were starting to mount.
Yeah,
new Star Wars, new 1, 2, and 3, and this is what you could find at the shop. You could go to the bookstore, and I went to it was I think it was a B. Dalton Books in the Santa Maria Mall. If anyone is from Santa Maria, California, I went to junior college up there, Allen Hancock Community College. Me and my friend Joel would go over every day, check Toys R Us, get the Power of the Force 2 figures. This a little earlier than that was books. I love them. I still poke through them.
Yeah, those are amazing. I don't think I think I have like foggy recollections of seeing them in stores, but I don't think I ever really had them. So a lot of art, and I imagine at this point, a lot of that art is stuff that we've seen a lot.
Yes, and yeah, you're right. That come up a lot in documentaries or online. And like here is the Yoda page, but this was for me at least, this was the first time I saw a lot of these, or definitely saw them all in one place.
Right, yeah, because some of the more famous at this point, Macquarie ones, I would know as a little kid because they were included in the Topps baseball cards, the collector cards that you could get. Who wrote those ones? And is there a perspective in the text, in the telling of the kind of behind the scenes story?
Yeah, that's a great question, because Phil Sostak does such a good job with the modern ones. This one, the Empire, was edited by Deborah Call, text by Vic Bullock and Valerie Hoffman, and I think this has got Does this have the script? I'm not seeing the script because the New Hope one. This is what I loved about it back in the day. Edited by Carol Titleman, and it includes the complete script of A New Hope.
Damn, that's
So
so
you can
cool.
follow along. You can follow along. I'll do a solo shot here. So I edit on the fly, everybody. Bear with me. Yeah, you can read and follow along, and then it takes you where you want to go in terms of design. So, and then Return of the Jedi, credit due where credit is. It is not listed, but includes the
credit where it should be due. Damn it.
Yeah, that's funny. But Del Rey put these out, and of course, they always do such a good job with them now. I mean, look at this, Joseph. Look at this. Let me go close here for you.
Oh, please.
This
yes.
Dignitaries.
Come to me, you purple weirdos. I love them so much. That's so great.
So yeah, these still sit on my shelf. I love the mid-90s Star Wars logo. You know, remember that? So yeah, memories of going to the mall, getting a pickup stick or a hot dog on a stick and a lemonade, and going to B. Dalton to see what new Star Wars book they have.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really, really great. I might need to pick that one up. The idea of flipping through A New Hope is as finished in script version and then seeing all of the designs. That sounds super cool. It
is. I recommend it with a whiskey.
Excellent. And speaking of whiskey, are you ready for my my main event? My main event is something. It's a container that can bring joy to your mouth, and it is this Jedi Flask. Jedi Flask. Ooh.
Man.
Yeah. So go for it.
No, I was gonna say it looks like the best van mural I've never seen. It's glossy, artsy. I like that.
Yeah, it's got the beautiful Jedi symbol, but then it is in this very like Trapper Keeper from 1984 Cosmos behind it. You know, you could see a giant kind of Lisa Frank cat floating in there or unicorn. Yeah, so obviously I love Jedi. I enjoy a drink every once in a while. I enjoy the aesthetic of flasks and kind of their history and that idea of I got a little something in my back pocket and all that. But what can really make the difference in what's been really happy for me to celebrate doing this show and tell is where it came from. And this is a really recent acquisition and a recent memory. I go to this convention every year in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Convergence. It's a convention I've been doing forever, done 100 Star Wars sketches and jokes there. And one of my convention experiences is I like going through the dealer's room. Convergence doesn't necessarily have like a huge dealer's room. I'm not going to get a bunch of action figures there, but I'm so busy at that convention, I often run out of time to go to the dealer's room. And this last year that we went, my wife was just proactive and she's like, you often don't make it. So on the first day, while you were getting ready for your shows, I just took a spin through the dealer's room and I found what you were going to buy anyway. And I got it for you. And she gave this to me, right before I did my big stand-up comedy show. So it has the special memory of where it came from, but then also what it is. It is just a flask for Jedi. And I imagine it being a part of their code of, there's no emotion, there's peace. There's no glass, there's a flask.
There's a little something in my back pocket.
Exactly.
Not only is that awesome, I'm jealous. Envy's not good in Star Wars, but I don't have a good Star Wars flask. But what I love in hearing how you acquire these items, I've lost track. This is 3 or 4 or 5, if not more times, I've heard you describe your wonderful wife and partner, Sarah, go and pick you something. She knows, not just like, oh, my husband likes Star Wars. Like she knows what will move you and inspire you and picks up. And the amount of times you've told me that story of like, yeah, Sarah texted me, she just picked up this Leia figure or something. Like I love those stories. I mean, and a testament to your guys' partnership and relationship and that works. That's part of Star Wars, man. Part of Star Wars. Part of the story of how you get these items.
Absolutely. That is my biggest show and tell, is that I'm really lucky to have a partner who understands and shares my love of Star Wars.
Absolutely. Hey, we got more episodes coming. We got some great guests coming up and some of the future episodes like Mark, Yoda Riley, and Mike Black.
Yeah.
Who kind of was the unofficial, for a time, we called him the ForceCenter toy expert. Some of his great Databank Raw episodes. That guy's a collector. And we some text. I'm like, hey, you want to come on? So he's going to come on a future episode. And Joseph, like, as we're he just goes, so by the way, have you seen this? Have you seen this? And he's sending me links to new Black Series releases and stuff. And I'm like, I don't have room, Mike. I don't have room. Hot damn, I need that. I need that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come on soon. Joseph, as always, fun to do this podcast feed with you and Jennifer, but this has been a fun adventure. We're happy to be here on YouTube. So thanks for sharing your stuff as always, my friend.
Yeah, and thanks to you, Ken, for hosting and making it all happen with all of the various YouTube magic.
Press into the buttons. It doesn't always work, but it's a lot of fun. So we'll see you next week or next episode. We will show more, but more importantly, tell stories behind them. This is Star Wars Show and Tell here on ForceCenter. Thank you.